Paddy McCarthy, can you update us?
Yeah, he should be in today, and hopefully we'll get over the line with that. Everything's agreed, so it's just a question of Paddy going through the bits and pieces of the medical and signing, and then training this morning.
Yep. Anybody else?
No,
Close?
no. I mean, that's 2 more in on loan. That makes it 9. So it would be difficult to do any more loans because we can only pick 5 in the squad. So it would make sense that we'll see how we go with this group of players that we'll have now.
And would he be in the squad for Blackburn?
Paddy,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Giles Cook will be in contention as well. He played an hour of a bounce game on Friday against Burnley and came through that very well. So it was important that we got some bodies in, considering the injuries that we've got at the minute.
Yeah, it's been pretty desperate, hasn't it, really, all round?
It's just bad luck, the 3 injuries the other night, incredible really. Zach, it was his birthday yesterday. He's in for surgery today, so unfortunately it required surgery. Kevin has a broken fibula, so he'll be out for the remainder of the season as well. David, we're just waiting to see what the extent of the injury is, the hamstring injury. If it's a bad one, then he could be out for the remainder of the season as well.
Blackburn, obviously, on the back of they did exactly what Bolton did at Anfield, didn't they? Quite frankly.
Well, I thought they looked comfortable.
Yeah.
Thought they did very well. Played some good football when they could, and I didn't feel as if they were, under concerted pressure, and they defended well when they needed to. So, they thoroughly deserved the replay.
Yeah, and I guess they'll make a few changes for when they meet the Wanderers on Wednesday.
Well, they made 7 yesterday, so I'd imagine Gary will want to use the squad again. We're looking forward to the game. Results went for us again at the weekend, so it's a local derby. Local pride at stake. I think that the atmosphere will be good after. Blackburn fans will be buoyed by the performance yesterday. So under the lights as well, it just makes that a little bit extra special.
From a player's perspective, Neil, between now and the end of the season, there are quite a few senior players whose contracts are up. Are they playing as well with that at the back of their mind for new deals? Maybe if not here at Bolton, but elsewhere.
Possibly, but I've spoken to a number of players now about the contract situation, and they know our position on it. So we would like a few of them to stay on. So it'll be a question of buying a bit of time and sitting down with them and the representatives and getting deals done. But the majority of them that are out of contract, we would like the majority of them to stay here next year because they're important players to us. Yeah,
and is that difficult for you as a manager, or is it just the managerial process?
It's a managerial process, yeah. You like to get things done quickly so it can ease everybody's mind, but that hasn't been possible at the minute. So the players are aware of my position on it, so I'm hoping that's a source of comfort for them.
11 games to go. What's the plan effectively between now and the end of the season, apart from wanting to win as many games as possible?
That's basically a chance to stay unbeaten. Go unbeaten to the end of the season and finish it strongly, and then we can reassess where we are and build for next year.
How much of a blow is it to the individual players? I mean, Kevin McNaughton in particular has had his injury troubles over the season. I mean, it must be devastating for him to be out so soon.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would be, because he got back into the team, was looking fine, and 10 minutes into the game he's out for the season. It was a horrendous tackle, so it's a blow. I'd imagine he would be here for a little while and then head back to Cardiff, to recover and rehab. And Zach, obviously, it's a huge blow for him and us because he was playing so well. But it just seems to be, a serious injury after another, and the trauma injuries. There's not a lot you can do about it. It's just one of them things.
Have you ever known anything like it?
No, I mean, I've got 12 out. That's a whole team on a sub. So yeah, I've not known anything like this before, and some of them are long-term injuries as well, which is again, very disappointing.
Can you keep pulling rabbits out of the hat? I suppose because one's gone down, you found someone who's stepped up to the mark and been brilliant, but they keep on going down. Can you keep doing it? I suppose.
Well, I feel we've got another young player who will be maybe not as good or have the impact as Zach, but I think can come in and play at a high level. But we need to take time with him. We can't just throw him in there straight away. We've got Giles Coke in, we've got Paddy in, so we've got a bit of experience there that we needed. We've bolstered the midfield, and obviously we've got covered centre half now. Craig Davis played an hour on Friday, so he's in contention, and we're hoping Emile will be in contention as well. So that'll beef up the attack a lot more than it has been. So, whilst we have horrendous injuries, we're getting a couple back.
Yeah, tell us a bit about Giles Coke and Paddy McCarthy then.
Well, Giles is he's athletic, strong, technically very good. Gives you good balance in midfield. Will get around the pitch, put his foot in, and handle the ball. And he's experienced at this level. I liked him at Motherwell, and I liked what I saw on Friday in the bounce game. And Paddy, again, 31, he's a man. He's got leadership qualities. He will head the ball, and an ideal replacement for David, really.
Yeah, is there any coincidence in the fact that prank call that you didn't make to Tony Pulis, that was the name that came out as an alternative?
No, I got my thinking, no. No, I mean, we've been in touch about a few centre halves, and Paddy was on the list, and thankfully we were able to get over the line with this one. He's keen to come, and he's keen to play, and I think he'll be a good type as well.
Yeah, you know all about the fact what the after effects of a tough FA Cup tie can be. Can that play into your advantage?
Well, I hope so. Yeah, mentally and physically, I hope it takes as much out of them as we can. And listen, we've got our own agenda. We want to go and compete first of all, because our away form's been a bit shabby of late. So I want us to play better away from home and obviously try and win the game.
Yeah, we've had a week to prepare. Has it been? I mean, spirit's been good after that last-minute draw.
Yeah, fine. We played well again. Under the circumstances, I was really pleased with the performance, if not the result. But no, we're okay. Like I said, results meant for us at the weekend, so we just have to capitalise on that and go on another decent run now.
And finally, for me, you haven't been tempted to go to 50 Shades of Grey after Barry Bannon's recommendations, have you?
Well, I was surprised he got in, because it's over 18, so he must have went with parental guidance or something like that. Well, that's a new one on me anyway. Gary Parker's read all the books, so he'd be able to tell him all about it.
It's ridiculous what makes the news these days, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. So I'll be having a word with him.
Well, to see if it's any good.
Yeah.
Cheers, thanks.
Just on the injury front, Mark Davies mentioned possibly sort of middle of March, a reserve game. Is there anything penciled?
No, nothing penciled in yet. He's out on the grass now doing some running, so again, it'll depend on how quickly he can get up to speed with that. Would be delighted if that was the case, but whether we see him in March or not, I would doubt very much.
Okay, and Andy Lonergan?
Andy should be fit today. He should be training today. Which is obviously welcome, and Adam Bogdan's not far away and all now, so again, that's your two goalkeepers have been out, so it's great to have them back in contention, although we've been very pleased with Ben. Just
on Blackburn, the home game, I noticed when the season ticket renewals came out, you mentioned that game and said it was one of your highlights, that home game with Emile coming in and the crowd and the way he's doing that game around.
Yeah, it was great. It was the atmosphere was fantastic. I think there was 20 plus in the stadium. And I've seen that was the first time I'd seen that, and it was a great game, it was end to end, there was chances, Blackburn could easily have won it, we ended up winning it, and it turned out to be a real sort of pivotal moment for us, when we came in. So I'm looking for more of the same, but we know how difficult it'll be. They're strong at home, and Gary will have, Rhodes fresh and maybe Brown fresh as well, so he may want to change things up a bit. But we'll be ready for it.
And a big away support as well. It'll almost feel like a home game, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's just across the road. It's always a good pitch there at Ewood Park as well. And Derby game under the lights is something to really look forward to.
Just on the two loanees finally, you mentioned there the experience. I guess the other loanees that you've brought in have gelled so quickly. It'd be good if they could do the same.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, but I think they've got the experience at this level that there's a comfort there and the knowledge that they know what they're going into. And both of them, we'll see how Paddy is this morning, but Giles looked very impressive over the weekend, so we're pleased they've got that one over the line. And Paddy will bring, bags of experience at this level. and a hunger to play. I think he's been in and out, and he hasn't played that much since really being on loan at Sheffield United. So there'll be a willingness there to come and impress.
And Giles, you mentioned there at Motherwell, I guess that was quite a while ago, but he's obviously someone you've kept in mind ever since then.
Yeah, I watched him last year. Saw him play against Charlton, and he was, I thought, the best player on the pitch. So I've always liked him, liked his style of football. So with Pratley and Trotter being out, I needed an extra body in there, and he's come in and filled that.